Let me first say that we are in Murang'A. This is one of the most industrious county with different economic activities, from farming, whether it is tea, it's coffee, it's macadamia, it is avocado, pineapples. So this is a very diverse county. It's also a highly industrious business area. And then there is some work here also on value addition for manufacturing, especially on agricultural issues. This is part of the proximity of Nairobi County, and therefore Murang'A County is part of the Nairobi metropolitan area. Therefore, we have come here to appreciate the work that is being done by our county security team and regional security team. A lot of good work has been done here to maintain law and order, and I want to say that I'm happy with the progress we are making, with a good relationship that the security team has with the local community, and the support we get from the citizens of Murang'A towards maintenance of law and order. From our security briefing meeting, I'm also happy that there is a lot of good work that has been done by community and the security sector to contain the issue of gangs in this Murang'A. As you very well know, the same challenges being faced in Kiambu also spill over to Murang'A because of their proximity to Nairobi. But to be very honest, I want to appreciate the work that has been done so far, criminal gangs have been suppressed in terms of their activities. We have a few of them trying to operate in some corners, but most of it has been suppressed. I also appreciate the local leaders, because most of them have shunned the idea of using gangs for their political activities. Just a very few of these political leaders are seen to be entertaining the idea of working with these gangs. Thankfully, our security team also is working very hard to ensure that where there are attempts, especially on matters of extortion, people are arrested and charged in a court of law. The challenge we face in Murang'A is alcohol and drug abuse. Again, let me say that biggest problem here is the misuse of the alcohol distribution licenses for actually combining both legitimate or legal alcohol and the illegal one. There is a very notorious businessman here called Mike Power, who has been harassing our security sector here in this county. A lot of work has been done by our security people to enforce the law, especially in his 58 distribution, nearly 59 distribution outlets within the county. It's unbelievable that one person would have actually in one sub-county, nearly 30 outlets, some of which are small kiosks. And every time an enforcement is done, he has been able to either compromise the security people, the OCSs, the DCI officers, or compromise the county government officials in many places, get licenses even in areas that does not really make sense, and also compromise the courts to get numerous court orders that have actually compromised the law enforcement activities in this county. That has really preoccupied our thinking, and we have a plan. I may not divulge all the plan here, but you will see more activities. Last night, as our security team raided some of his outlets, and we were able to confiscate illegal, unadulterated ethanol, and illegal and counterfeit alcohol worth over 3 million shillings, just one evening. And even when that was done, there were calls from all over, including compromise and sabotage from our own security officers, and the IG is going to take disciplinary action against them today. I want to also say that it's just for the record that no person is above the law. No one individual is going to take over a county just because he's misusing resources to buy and compromise people around. I want to appreciate the local leaders who have been very vocal against this particular individual and people of that nature. I am aware that the county government has wanted to do various enforcements except for the court orders that they have faced, but we have many other ways. Part of the failure is these irrational court orders that he is surviving on perpetually. Some of them are interim court orders which are operating as if it is a final order. It's like a permanent injunction against enforcement actions by the county government and our officers. Good news is that from a multi-agency perspective, there is violation of so many laws, including Anti-Counterfeit Act, KRA Act, Kenya Bureau of Standards Act, and therefore we shall be resuming our operations on an multi-agency framework. And I want to ask you all the agencies involved to be more proactive. Officers who may be operating in this county and they are from the sister agencies, I will be asking the relevant cabinet secretaries and agencies to take legal action and administrative action against those officers, so that we have officers who will come here, work in a multi-agency form, work together with NACADA to make sure that we are enforcing the law, notwithstanding some of the orders that have been obtained against the county government. That is one individual, but he has greater persuasion in terms of that distribution. He almost is controlling between 20 and 30% of the distribution market of the adulterated ethanol and other kind of counterfeit alcohol, some of which are also substandard. If you understand the law, the difference between substandard, counterfeit, and so forth. Therefore, in the process, we are losing a lot of revenue, while these people are making lots of money by evading payment of taxes, and then the money they have made used to buy everybody around, all officers of government, courts, and other places. And that's why corruption is one of the most dangerous threats to our national security, and particularly to our fight against the alcohol abuse. But let me say this, sometimes we don't give credit to the agencies, government agencies, for what they have done. Remember that sometimes propagandists want to project that maybe Central Province and Murang'A, Nyeri are some of the worst hit counties when it comes to alcohol abuse and distribution of alcohol. I must say that that's not true. In fact, except Kiambu, with its proximity to Nairobi, none of the other Mount Kenya region counties comes close to top 10. As you very well know, Trans Nzoia is at the top, followed by Kakamega, followed by Nairobi, Kisumu. So Murang'A has even dropped further to be one of the to be the 17th county where illicit alcohol is being distributed, which is a very good sign of good collaboration between the citizens and the law enforcement agencies in terms of getting rid of illicit alcohol. And so we must commend citizens of this area, and we must also commend the security agencies. Ask every county to work very hard to move towards number 47, not to the top 10. I'm happy also that throughout the process we've come from Jukwaa la Usalama. The work that is happening in Trans Nzoia, which was number 1, is extremely commendable. I look forward to, in 3 months, seeing a significant drop in Trans Nzoia County, Nakuru, where it's also among the top, and the other counties. And when I finally go to Kakamega, we are going to do also further assessment to see how best we can combat this menace. So for the comfort of the people of this region, including this county, you have made significant progress, both the leaders, the people, and the security agencies towards curbing this illicit brew. But if we deal with this individual and a few others, the other challenge we face is in some of the slums here. Slums here around Sabasaba area, problems around Kenol, and all the way to Thika. Also, Thika has some impact in terms of distribution of illicit alcohol here in the Murang'A County. We deal with those areas together with this one notorious individual. We are going to make great progress in terms of dealing with this alcohol. The third issue that we have is still land issues. It's more significant here, but a lot of work is being done by the Ministry of Lands. Titling is going on in a number of these parcels, and land fraud issues are also being confronted by the DCI team working together with Ministry of Lands, and I believe this will be sorted. Theft is particularly around Kakuzi, and particularly in the Del Monte farm has also become a problem for us, particularly where political leaders are inciting citizens to invade farms and steal in the name of historical land injustice. It must be known that the multinational companies Kakuzi and Del Monte are some of the top employers here, employing many people who have very low educational level and able to feed many families. And it's important for us as leaders and security team to work together to protect the investors who are in this Murang'A for the sake of the economy of this country and also employment of